Hi, Chapel Hill third graders. Hey, I've got a really great way for you to mix your science and your art. We've been talking a little bit about this habitat, and I've got some more information for you about it. Now, first of all, you need to know that this is a continuation of what you were learning in science, and we're mixing in some art. You don't have to do this project, but it's really fun. I think I made habitats growing up all the time. So maybe you've made one before and you didn't even realize it. So this is fun. So hopefully you've gotten your tinfoil pan from school. A box is going to be just as good too. So box, a shoebox, even just a piece of cardboard is all you need. I made my animal, and I'm choosing to do a bunny rabbit. A bunny rabbit is a great animal that lives in the wild. So I made my bunnies out of Play-Doh. You can make them out of paper. You could even crunch up paper. Modeling clay is another great way to do it. I think it's okay if your animal isn't quite the right color that it needs to be. You could even color it with markers. I think that's a great way to make your animal. One thing I learned about bunnies is they need to be by other bunnies. So one of the things that the bunny rabbits need in their habitat is to be with other bunnies. So that's one thing that was really important. Another thing I learned about my rabbits and their habitat is they need places to hide. So lots of time rabbits live in the woods. That's a very common habitat for bunnies. And I learned too that they need a place to hide from their predators, because we know that there are a lot of predators in the woods. So they need a place to camouflage, to blend in, and to hide. So hollow rocks and holes and big grassy areas are a great place for bunnies to hide. So that's one big important part of the habitat. The other part of the habitat, or something that Mrs. Studi's been talking to you about, is what does your animal eat? Bunny rabbits eat grass, leaves. I know they eat sometimes our gardens. So they are herbivores, which means they only eat plants. So they need a lot of different kinds of green grassy fields and all the things that grow there to eat. They also have to have a water source. So I just cut all these pictures out of magazines. I found some great pictures for my Habitat for magazines. And I made a little pond over here for my bunny rabbit. Bunnies have live babies, and so the mama will feed the babies with the milk, and then they are right out into the habitat and they start looking for food themselves. So that's how the rabbits protect their young. Some other animals that live in this habitat would be things like squirrels and chipmunks and mice and maybe foxes and wolves. Those would be their predators. So these are the things that make up the habitat for the animal that I've chosen in the wild, which is the bunny rabbit. Again, things outside are going to be just great for your habitats, and just placing them down. I used a little bit of white glue to make it all stick to the bottom. I think this is a really fun project, and it helps us think about how do we use up the 3D space inside of a tray, just considering that this is just everything that your animal needs to survive in their habitat. I hope you have fun with this. This is a great project to just get outside and do some collecting and some thinking about how can I make this habitat with what's right around the house. Hope you're having a good week. Talk to you soon. Thanks.